Hey everybody, Rich Lewis Jr. And today we're going to look at a 1984 31-foot Tiara sport fishing boat. Got the engines are fired up. We're going to look at the genset, we're going to look at the motors, we're going to look at the cabin, the helm. We're going to get a complete walkthrough, a basic inspection on this vessel. I'll tell you as much as we can for you about it. And so we'll start the tour right now. Got a couple of the compartments open, a couple of pros sitting right next to me, tell you they're going to feed me some information. What I don't know, they'll fill me in. Well, here we go, okay? Can you tell me a little bit about this?
It's a Kubota engine. It's a man generator. It's got its own fuel system, 20 gallons of diesel. It operate anything on the boat.
Great.
It's been on my boat like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
The guy that had it before me had it for 2 years, so it's like 7 years old.
Okay.
It's got no hours on it.
And now the gentleman speaking right now is the owner of the boat, so he's going to have the most knowledge of the boat, and we'll be talking to him about everything here. We also have Terry, his mechanic, or his second mate, first mate here, and he'll be giving some input as well. So why don't you go ahead and fire those engines back up for us.
The fuel tanks, they're 117 gallons, 235 gallons of fuel.
Fuel tanks are at 117 per gallon, 234 total.
They're 454 engines, 390 horsepower.
Approximately 390 horsepower coming out of the 454 engines here. Now these have been replaced out here. So everything is up to date and clean. New oil. Exhaust manifolds here have been replaced. The riser 90 has been replaced.
The manifold's been replaced.
The manifold's been replaced.
All the filters have been changed.
Filters all changed.
Plugs changed.
New plugs. So it's continuous maintenance program here. And then every 3 weeks the bottom is scraped to maintain here. Now we've got good flow moving here in the marina today. So this is a decent marina, so there's not too much collection on the hull of this boat here. She currently runs 15 to 1800 RPMs, 12 to 14 knots, and she gets in about 4 miles to the gallon on that. If we open her up, use all 4 barrels, we're going to get that down about a mile per gallon. She can cruise on one engine if you're going to be fishing out in the waters, and it's a real smooth ride here.
It'll run 10 knots on one engine.
You can run 10 knots on one engine. We're going to be looking at the gauges, the helm, and a few other things right now.
It's got a Garmin GPS. It's got a Ferrino GPS.
The Ferrino GPS, do we have a make and model on that?
I don't know the model on them, but they're both GPS. It's got a Cytex depth recorder, Ferrino depth recorder, and a regular depth recorder. So it's got 3 depth recorders, 2 GPS systems that work.
Can we go ahead and, can you close that for me real fast there? Perfect. Come up over here in the captain's helm here. We'll have a little bit of a look around.
So this works really well. I use this deep dropping at 1,300 foot. This one I use for guidance to the islands while watching the depth.
Great.
So everything is workable.
Yeah, there might be a few minor fixes, but we're worried about the motors,
The engines
the
are
hull.
running cool. You can see the engines are running cool.
Just saw the temperature gauges up here, guys. We're going to rev her up a little bit.
That's just a belt squeal because it hasn't been run.
That's the right side.
We have spare belts. We have to change the belt because it's fine once it takes the sizing on it.
Sure, yeah, and the maintenance program still continues, so the belts will be replaced. We'll have a walk downstairs here real quick. Give you a look downstairs. So you got plenty of room here. Now I'm down here and it's close to 100 degrees here in Florida, and ventilation is great, and it's rather cool down here. Got plenty of storage coming down here. These all will open up for you. This is latched right here, this one latched right here. But as you can see, we've got plenty of storage all throughout. come back up here, give you a little look out here. Quick tour back outside here. So to recap on that, both manifolds have been changed, and the riser 90 has been replaced in the starboard, which is the right side manifold. The cool's been put in the heat exchangers, transmission, the plugs are on both, oil's been changed, and there's plenty of fuel inside of it right now. Approximately 234 gallons of fuel, 117 gallons in each tank. Pulls 20 gallons of water. She's going to cruise 8 to 10 miles an hour, 4 miles per gallon, 1,000 RPMs. We're going to run it hard. We're going to get approximately 1 mile to the gallon, and that's with the 4-barrel kicking in at 3,000 RPMs. We're going to cruise it at 12 to 14 miles per hour, running RPMs at 15 to 1800, and the toilet has 20 gallons of water. As we stayed on board, we've got 3 depth recorders and 2 GPS. We're going to head back up on deck, find out what else is going to go on, what else I can tell you about her. Again, this is a 1984 31-foot Tiara.
I just don't want to put stuff in it, you know.
So there we have it. That's our first view of the 31-foot Tiara 1984. I'm Rich Lewis Jr. Stay tuned for part 2 of the series. We're hopefully going to get the boat out in the water here. We're going to take it up to speed and see how she does. I'll see you again.